Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Zinespiration. I am Ryan from Pocket Thought Zines. With me as always is Craig from 5 O'Clock Zines. Say hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig. Hi, Ryan. How are you going?
Oh, things are going well, man. Things are going well. We got the newest issue of Pocket Thoughts here, Sweet
Ooh, nice.
16. Kind of badass in your face, hawking a loogie, flipping the bird. This is 16 pages of rants and art and swearing and a lot of fuck yous and shit like that. Stuff your mom doesn't want you to see, so hide it under your bed if you can. You can get this at pocketthoughts.etsy.com. And also there is this big bad book. This is probably the newest thing I've done. It's 60 pages.
Wow.
Collects the comic strips that I did from that were in zines from the early to mid 2000s. And it's kind of a beast. It's a big read, and it's totally cool. But it's limited edition too. There's only 25 copies. Like that's number 5 of 25. So get these before they're gone. Can you hear this hit the floor?
Wow. Loud sound.
Like mushroom cloud. What have you been working on, man?
Oh, actually, the weather's really nice here. It's Saturday morning here, and yesterday, we had a beautiful day, 27 degrees, and the weather is really picking up. So we're coming into summer here, and it kind of got me thinking about, like summer's kind of an anniversary for when I got back into zines. And so I grabbed my issue number 1 of my Coffee and People. I'm not sure how. There we are. So this is, I think I put this out in 2016. I think it was 2016, 2017. So it's about 4 or 5 years kind of old. So every summer I kind of get memories of, getting back into zines. So this is little issue number 1. It's like a 750 word story, just in like a little mini zine about, this is actually about when I used to live in London, 15 odd years ago. Kind of. So I kind of mixed 2 stories together, but it reminds me of that summertime. So that's what I've kind of been up to.
That's so cool, man. That's wow, we've been doing this a long time, haven't we? And it's all because of the love that we have for zines. And what do we love to do? We love to talk to zinesters. We love to talk about zines. So we're going to do something a little different today and just show off some of the zines that we've gotten sent to us in the mail, because we get a lot of zines sent to us and we don't always have the time to do individual zine reviews and stuff. So we figured this would be a really cool opportunity to just kind of quick fire, show off some zinesters that you at home should be checking out. We'll link all of their Instagrams down below so you can go and follow them and tag them and shout out at them. Maybe trade zines with them. That's up to you guys. Become new friends. Trading zines is so wonderful. So the first thing I'm going to show off today, I don't know if you've got this one, Craig. You probably do. This came from Rich Feral Publications. This is his Earth Day special.
Ooh, not yet.
Oh, not oh yeah, well, because you're a little further away from California than I am, so this came a little sooner to me. This is really cool. Not to show too much off. The art inside here is by a creator on Instagram. They go by Conceivable, and there's my favorite part of this was a nod to the Sesame Street little golden book of the monster at the end of this book with Grover, where and in this one it's the police are at the end of the book. I did. Oh shit! I shouldn't have gave that away.
Give it away. I wasn't even going to say the mirror. Like, isn't there a mirror at the end of the Grover book or something? And the monster is you. Isn't that
Mirror?
I wasn't. I was. I don't know that joke. Well, that looks cool. That looks cool. Yeah. Usually it takes about 2 weeks for me to get mail, and it's usually so hopefully it's coming soon. I don't know. But it looks very cool.
Rich over at Feral does the Feral comics, right? You can subscribe to it or buy individual issues from him. I subscribed and picked this one up from his big cartel shop. Super enjoyable, like and inexpensive too. Like I think a 1 year subscription for his zines was like I want to say $20. Like
yeah, it's 25 bucks. Yeah,
it's worth it. Go check it out. You've seen Rich on YouTube, so check his stuff out for sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, I will start with, I guess I will continue with the post. Actually, the post has been really strange here recently. Usually I get a few parcels every day or two. But the last couple of weeks, On one day, I've received like almost all of the mail. So I've received 3 in one day. And this one is all the way from the UK. I haven't had a UK? Oh, the UK. I thought it was America. I haven't had a chance to, it might be America. Well, maybe I made a mistake. Oh, no. Looks like a UK stamp. Anyway, this is from, I don't know, they go by on Instagram, So She Smokes. And actually, we talked to Tom a couple of weeks ago, and So She Smokes has, well, her name is Claire, here, Claire Richardson. She has a new chapbook out on Between Shadows Press, who we spoke to Tom, and I received that in the mail along with some other goodies. But I'm really keen about this. We talked to Tom, and his latest launch has a lot of mixture of people, which is really cool, I think.
Well, he was saying he was going to put out a whole bunch, a lot of new chapbooks and stuff all at once. So the variety there is really cool. I look forward to seeing some of the stuff that's come out from there. This is really cool. This comes from a creator named Asta from the United States. This is Utopia Thoughts #2. I love punk-looking zines. I just love punk-looking zines, especially like the Riot Girl movement of zines. I love the cut and paste effect of it. This one's in full color, which is even cooler because normally they're just in black and white. This one it's friggin' beautiful to go through, and I always love these old style illustrations that they've cut out of places, because I know that from seeing this in Utopia Thoughts, also seeing this sort of stuff that Jolly Ruin does with her Slut Cake and Double Chin
stuff, yeah,
stuff like that. I always wonder where they get these, like from old greeting cards and stuff. Like, where do you find these types of images? Because I never see them in like the thrift shops and stuff that I go rummaging to find stuff. But this is really cool. Check this out. Again, I love that kind of badass aesthetic. Like, it's it's not centered, right? It's a little messy, and it's supposed to be messy and like a big fuck you, I'm gonna do it how I want to do it. I love it. This was a fantastic game.
Cool. Looks cool. Yeah, definitely digging that old style collage, mixed media kind of stuff. It's very cool. This I got from France. There's a few in here. There's four or five mini zines. And also 2. I know, huh? Same zines, huh? This is from the creator Pierre.
Goes by Lance Strapontin. I think I'm saying that wrong. I apologize if I am.
Oh, is it their handle?
Yeah, their Instagram handle.
Okay, yeah, I haven't had a chance to look into it yet. Like I said, I just received this the other day along with others. So I'm very keen to check this out. I guess I should. Well, you've got one as well, huh? Some of it looks kind of collagey, black and white. Very cool images. So I'm really keen. Unfortunately, it's in French. How's your French, Ryan? Un petit peu.
I'm gonna have to get my daughter to translate these for me. She's in French immersion, and hopefully the content is okay for her. I speak a little bit of French. Like beaucoup de viens-tu is French for nice bum. Where you from?
There you go. I know.
Yeah.
Je m'appelle Craig. Comment t'appelles-tu?
Ah, je m'appelle Ryan. Ça va bien? Quoi?
Bien. J'habite Tokyo. Où habites-tu? I'm from Tokyo. Where are you from? I think.
Kingston, Canada. Ici.
Okay.
Here where I am, like, because there's a big difference between like Canadian French and France French, right? Like it's the dialect is different and stuff. But there's a French rocker in Quebec named Eric Lapointe, and I believe he's made the greatest rock and roll song of all time with Bobépine. I'm gonna put a link to that down below too. Everybody should listen to that song. It's
what is that? What does that mean? What does it translate to?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sounds funny. Well, I haven't spoke French for like 15 years or maybe more, and I could only speak that much. So, wow. So we had the same zine. That's cool.
We're like zine twinsies.
Yeah. So does that mean your turn or my turn?
Well, speaking of Canada, because we're just talking about Canada, this is a fellow Canadian zinester. She's really cool. This their Instagram handle is Sammy Makes Things. So some really fun mini zines about like arts and crafts. This one is all about Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man and like his different facial expressions and how much she loves Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But the most recent one here is Crying From, which was about her as a little kid just crying for no reason at all, which is a lot of kids, experience this and go through this. And, trying to teach herself to hold it back and not cry so much when she's feeling emotional and how when she, as an adult, met her partner who was like, hey, it's totally okay. Like full color, beautiful kind of cut and paste collage
Yeah,
style.
yeah,
And
yeah.
touching, really, really got me in the feels, this one.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Widow Brigade. Does that sound like the
Uh,
style? Does it kind of look like that or not really?
I I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
No, but like you haven't seen it, right?
No, I just from those 2 pages you showed like 1 second ago. That was all.
Yeah, I would say Weirdo Brigade, like Solange's stuff, is a little bit more like punchy.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna listen to this, whereas this
Yeah.
one is like,
Oh,
hey, give this a listen.
yeah.
It's a bit more soothing.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Absolutely. So thank you, Sammy, for trading with me. I'm gonna cherish this one for a while.
I like the color too. Is that like it looks like a teal color or something? Is it or?
Yeah, with the little crying emoji.
Yeah. It looks.
Just it fits so perfect, like it goes into space and art and very cool. She does a lot of art. She has a podcast too, I believe, that worth checking out.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay, I'm next, I guess. This next one is from a friend that's been sending me art and zines and mail for a long time. Jean Filet. Okay, a guy from Belgium. Another guy who speaks French. Jean Filet Guillot. You know him from maybe 16 pages, 16 pages zine. Sent a little sticker, very cool sticker. And also, recently with their art, they haven't been making zines so much as more kind of posters. Can you see? I've got one up there in that corner. Maybe you can't see, but this one anyway. This is kind of poster art. Hang on, it's upside down. There and so very cool. As you can see by my room, I like to hang as much art I get all up around the place. So very cool. Thank you very much. 16
You know what that
pages.
reminds me of? And I think what a great use of your zine, right? Because there's so many like mini zines that when they're folded up, if you unfold it, it's just blank on the other side, right? Like make good use of it. Have a poster in there or something like brilliant. Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid and I would get like Transformer toys and they would have like the folded up advertisement on the inside, a couple pages on how to use your toy, and then the rest of it was all like other toys you can buy of the Transformers. But if you folded it up, a lot of times it'd be like a checklist poster, and that was always really cool to like hang up on your wall. So I just love the thought process in that. That's cool.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while. Actually, the last couple of zines, they on the reverse side, they just kind of would have art or like poetry or something like that, or even like kind of like two zines. Really playing with the medium and what they can get out of the paper. It's like, well, that's why waste this paper.
Yeah,
Let's not staple it. Let's just fold it and just do this. So very cool.
make the most of what you've got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This comes to me from Hannah Lou Myers, and she's Canadian as well. This is Misery Loves Company #3. This is a comic zine. Love the cardstock cover to
Ooh.
begin.
Yeah.
And so it's all about like finding love on the internet, right? The first couple issues were more of a setup for this character in this series. In this one, she meets this guy. I don't know if it's based on reality or kind of like a
Hmm.
extended version of reality
Yeah.
to make it fun and funny. But she goes on a date with this guy, and they like go back to his place where they watch a shitty movie or whatever, and they're like so not into each other, but they're into each other, and nobody's having a good time. It's a lot of fun. This was pretty
Mm.
funny. And if you've done any online dating where you don't know what you're getting into, and you meet someone and it's like, how soon until I can bail, right?
Mm.
I don't want to be an asshole. Yeah, so this is a lot of fun. Go check this out on our Etsy shop.
That looks
The other
cool. It looks very cool
two were
quality.
really.
Yeah, the quality looks amazing.
Oh, the art is great. Like the sequential storytelling art is the comic thing. And it's just it flows really well. It's easy to follow. I find a lot of comic scenes out there, creators, they can draw really well, but they can't tell a story really
Mm.
well. And Hannah here nails both, right? Like her style is on point, and the way it flows and reads is super easy and easy to pick up. So good.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Like, being predominantly a writer, or being a writer, I'm trying to work on my storytelling all the time. And if I was doing that along with trying to forward my art style, it would be very difficult. And there must be a lot of times where, yeah, like one thing is more powerful than the other. But a comic artist is trying to do both. So very, very cool. Wow. Um, Next, I've got something I think you would love, and I'm not sure. I don't think I've never seen you talk about this one. This one is called the Realtioga, and this is volume number 21. I've made about 20 videos I've made a video of almost every volume on my handle on 5 o'clock Zine, and this is this guy. He gets comments or little like snippets out of a local newspaper, a free local community newspaper. And he just cuts them out and puts them. Maybe what I'll do, I don't want to open that one yet, but I have all the back issues already opened. So here's volume 20.
I think I've got a couple of those. They look really familiar.
This is what it does. So these are articles from the magazine, and often like someone writes or into the from the newspaper. Often people write into the newspaper and then they write in again 2 weeks later, or they'll make a comment about someone else's comment, and it's absolutely hilarious. I think this humor this is kind of you would dig this humor. This guy kind of does a really cool job of keeping it funny and light as well. It's not heavy like having a dig at the people writing in, but it's kind of light and fun. And yeah, I've got from volume number 9, so I've probably made like 10, 11, 12 videos or something. But very, very cool, very, very a lot of fun. Realtioga
Cool.
by
Yeah, I'm
Walter
sure I've got a couple of them.
Inglego.
Got a couple.
Yeah, I always think I think you would love it. It's kind of your humor. I can imagine you making something like that, just
I don't have
combining different things.
I have no sense of humor.
No, none at all.
No time for
Um,
fun.
do you have anything else you'd like to show?
I don't know. Have you seen Pocket Thought Sweet 16?
Oh,
Everything
what's
I've
that?
already shown is the stuff that's been coming in the mail for me recently. It's the end of the week here, so I'm not going to get anything else this week. What, Pocket Thought Sweet 16? Give her a kiss. Mwah. No, I got nothing else to show off. I really
Okay, well,
love.
that's all that I've received as well. So actually, I have one final. I have a question for you. Then I want to go into this. So we were talking just before we started recording, and I have a kind of a question. The question is, what would you do, or what would you be doing if you weren't doing zines? Like you said, for the last 3-4 years, these are the pocket thoughts has kind of been most of your. Oh, nice face. Has kind of been most of your life. The evenings, I guess it's been different because of the pandemic, and like a lot of people's lifestyles have changed. But my review handle's been going for about 3 years. Recently had the anniversary, yay, of 3 years. And I was, I don't know what I don't know what my answer would be, but what would you be doing if zines weren't a part of your life, do you think?
You mean like with all that extra time?
Yeah, with all the time, the creativity you're putting into the zines, the reviews, the chats, all of this time we're putting into what we're doing at the moment. What would you be doing with that time if it wasn't for zines?
I don't know. No, that's a really good question. Because when we were talking before, the reason I started doing Pocket Thoughts was because I had some free time one night after my kids had gone back to their mom's place, and it had been like 10 years since I'd made an actual paper zine because I'd been blogging and stuff, and I was bored of blogging. It was kind of over with. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a zine just because I haven't done this in forever, and I got nothing better to do, and like I already had Instagram, so I made the zine. I put a picture up, and some people were like, "Hey, that's really cool. I'd like to check that out." And then after that, like how you get the itch, right? And it's like me, people. Oh my god, people want to see this. People like this, and it's like, oh, I better keep doing this. And I don't know what else I'd do because I love it so much. I think if I ever got to a point where I I'd made everything that I needed to make, and that seems like a weird sort of thing to
Mm,
say. I never stop creating because I like me. I like to just take two words that don't go together, put them together, and see what happens. So I don't ever see myself stopping. But I mean, if all of a sudden I couldn't talk and I broke both my hands fell off and I couldn't write and draw anymore, and I can't draw with my feet. What would I do? I would probably spend time doing something like this, promoting other people's zines,
mm.
or opening up like a traveling zine library that also sold coffee, because that's a proprietary idea that nobody else has ever come up with until I came up with it right now. Uh, so I would probably do something like that. But I would still be involved in the zine
Yeah.
world somehow. I don't know. Maybe I would organize zine fests, or maybe I would run an online shop presence where other zinesters could sell their work and make it accessible. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know what I would do without zines. I think is probably the better answer because
Yeah, like I'm
it's
kind of
an important
similar.
part of life. It really is, and I'm always thinking of the next one. So I'm halfway done making Pocket Thoughts. Pocket Thoughts 17. It's halfway done. It's well on its way, and I've already got an idea for like what I'm going to do for number 18. What's
Mm.
going to be in between zine after that. Is going to be the greatest hit zine where I take classic song titles and just completely come up with completely new words and rhythms for songs like Stairway to Heaven, but it's nothing like Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. Well, sounds cool. That sounds cool. Yeah. I'm kind of the same. I'm in a similar boat. It's zines have become a big part of my life. Whether it's reading, reviewing, this chat show, making, writing a story to go into the next, or something like you to go into like a small micro press release for another zine. It's kind of a massive part, and it's kind of really been really fulfilling, which is it's without sounding too sweet and rosy, but it's kind of been a really fulfilling couple of years for me with having this in my life. I've met a lot of people, um, and connected with a lot of people, and like really genuine connection, and through their art and my art and things like that. And also, like what we're doing now, and like we kind of have joked about and talked about a little bit more recently is we've never met, and now we're kind of just doing this together online, and we might never meet. We honestly might never meet, and whether the show continues or stops, like this is kind of like a part of our life that we've kind of had together over this pandemic and shit like that. It's kind of weird, but like it's yeah, like I don't know what I'd do, and before it, I almost can't think back to what the hell I used to do. Like I still read, and I was reading books and novels like before then, before the zine stuff. but I wasn't reading any more. I'm actually probably reading more now than I did back then. I was doing a little bit of blogging, but there wasn't daily posts or weekly posts. There was like random posts. Like
I've
I do
always
remember.
I've always done art and drawing, even like hobby art. Like if you look through older sketchbooks of mine from before Pocket Thoughts started, there's a lot of like Supergirl drawings and Batman drawings and comic drawings, and yeah, that's fun. I enjoy doing that, but you also get kind of bored of drawing other people's things.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
sure.
mean? When you're a creative type, whether it doesn't matter what the medium is, like you have an inborn need to want to do something. I watched this YouTube show. It's called Cartoonist Kayfabe. I've been really into it. It's two cartoonists that talk about the work and they look at other people's work. And they brought up an example in an episode I watched the other day of like a cartoonist versus a penciler. So the cartoonist being the person who's it's their idea from start to finish. They make the whole thing themselves, and it's their vision, and da 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 da. Whereas a penciler is just, some guy who's trained to draw who goes and draws the
Mm,
X-Men a couple months. You know what I mean? And neither's wrong. Like both are great.
mm,
But I think I just associate myself more with the cartoonist
mm,
style, which is weird because I don't think I would have ever until recently considered myself a cartoonist.
mm,
I was
mm.
just always thought of myself as like a not even an artist. I would say that I'm a creator because like I don't do any one specific thing very well.
Yeah, and
I do a
look,
lot. None of them are very good.
that word creator kind of it doesn't sit well with me. Like it's kind of a weird word now, and it doesn't sit like a lot of people don't really like it. But it's kind of a word that just encompasses a lot of arts, and there's like no other word. You could just use artist, but I don't know if artist involves writing so much. Maybe traditionally it doesn't. I don't know, but yeah, like the modern word or the like the word we use now a lot is creator is kind of sums up a lot of people. I think a lot of people are kind of in the
And
same.
it gets thrown into like the online world a lot of like content creators. I don't really like the word content creator.
No, yeah.
Creating's fine, but content creator because are we creating content? Is that all? It doesn't sound very fulfilling to me to just create content.
Well,
Because
someone.
consume it and you regurgitate it, or it's like food is content. You eat it,
Mm,
you shit it out, you're done with it,
mm,
right? I think that a lot of what we do and what other zinesters do is just more than that.
yeah, I think I'm more comfortable with the word zinester than create. I think I often try
Yeah,
to use it
I'm
like
happy with zines. I'm happy with
yeah.
zinester. I think that's but then at the same time, like not all zinesters have a YouTube show.
Yeah.
Um, not all zinesters play drums in a punk band like you did. Not all
Mm,
zinesters recorded comedy music like I used to.
mm.
So that's why I think the word creator kind of works for me because
We'll see.
depending on
Yeah.
which hat I'm wearing at the time,
Mm,
sometimes I'm a writer, sometimes I'm a cartoonist, sometimes
mm.
I'm playing harmonica.
One thing that funny that happened a couple of weeks ago is Coke Oven. It's the website where just a lot of zines are just uploaded, and it's kind of they're trying to create a bit of a hub for anyone looking for any particular zine or just zines is wanting to post their zines up there. Um, anyway, actually this one my zine was posted on there, and on the comment it had like a YouTuber, which was so weird for me to read. Like that is like something like out of all of the words or all of the things that I do, I would never call myself that, but it's
Oh,
kind of fair enough. But it was kind of weird to see it even in print too. It was like, what?
somebody referred to me as a YouTuber. I forget. I think they were reviewing my zines or something online, and they referred to me as a YouTuber as well. And I just wanted to go and curl up in a corner and be like, "Oh no, don't
No,
call me
but
that."
where are we now, Ryan?
What?
Where are people watching this video now?
Oh, this is Daily Motion, isn't it?
On fucking YouTube. Jesus Christ. I'd say I think of YouTuber. I think of
Porn,
someone who's.
porn
If I
hub.
think I'm going to talk over you, so hopefully the sound gets cut. I don't want that. So, I think of a YouTuber. I think of someone with like 1 million subscribers that is just like making vlogs, and that's kind of what they do. There is no way like I'm not knocking that person used that little phrase on my little talking about my zine, but it was weird to see in print. It was so weird.
When I think of a YouTuber, by definition of the name, I think of like two kids playing with slime and having a slime challenge. That's what I think. That's the shit my kids watch. You know, they
Yeah,
watch YouTubers, they watch content creators.
yeah.
That's to me. That's what that is. We're just zinesters that are like, oh my god, Feral Publications put out this wicked zine. Oh my god, Utopia Thoughts #3 is fucking the shit. You should check it out. You know, oh my god, friggin' Sammy, great job. Hannah Lou Myers, oh my god, I love this, and I love reading this, and I love the physical thing. It's not content. It's more than content. It's
Mm,
relatable. It's tangible. It's real. It's
mm.
content
Like
is just digestible.
mm. I think our content doesn't. There's no art. Like there can be no art involved. It doesn't. That word doesn't mean art. Like someone can put art into it, or put an artistic flair onto it, or put something creative into it. But just content is just it doesn't say any art to me.
The
Anyway,
six
dude,
o'clock
that
news
was
is content. The Weather Network is
yeah,
content. You know, but an in-depth interview with so and so can be
mm,
art.
yeah. All right, dude, that was a great question, and I'm glad I asked that. I had that thought as just before you push record. I was like, hang on a second, I got this idea, and I got this question idea. Because, like I said, I hadn't even thought about it. I wasn't even sure. It was just like, oh, this is not a bad question. Like it's our lives have been full of this kind of stuff for 4 years, 4, 5, 6.
We've all got sort of I don't want to say like other lives or dual lives or something, but
Mm.
scenesters in our heart. But we have real lives outside of this. Like we have jobs and we have families,
You got a
and
job?
zinesters aren't. Zines aren't all I do. Yeah, I work hard for the money. But zines aren't all I do. But
Mm.
fuck, if I could, I would. It's if I could get paid well to do it, it's all I would do.
Yeah, I think so too. I think yeah, I think so too. Like I try to do as much of it as possible. If it's not zines, it's definitely like reading and writing. Like I do a lot. I spend a lot of time doing that. If I'm not doing anything else, I'm reading something, or in the mornings I'm writing. Sometimes it's for a zine. Sometimes it's for freelance writing that I do. So I'm always trying to
But
do more.
because I'm always a man of two minds about everything, as you know, right? So people ask sometimes, what's your dream job, right? And I hate that question because to me, there shouldn't be a dream job because a job to me is what you go and you do, and somebody pays you money so that you can live and enjoy your time away from work,
Mhm.
right? The idea of having this dream job, you can't do an 8-hour day at a dream job because you're living it, right? It's
Mhm.
your dream, it's your baby to making it happen and stuff. So the idea of taking time off from that to have a life outside of work, how can you do that if you're working your dream job?
Mhm.
Like everything about you has to encompass into making this work. So you know, I love the idea of having a job that you work 9 to 5 and whatever
Mhm.
you go in, do a good job, you work hard, so that when you're not at work, you can enjoy outside of your work.
Yeah, like yeah, I don't care that I work 8, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. I don't really care. Like that doesn't even. I'm not thinking about that. I've got an easy job that Well, it's not easy, but it's not like it's not load pressure job for me. You know, it's not like doesn't take a lot of my mental space. But when I'm there, it does. But I'm able to step away from that as soon as I leave those doors. I'm like, okay, now I can just do what I do. Like, you know, and
Yeah.
focus on all the other stuff that I like to do. All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks for today, Ryan. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up, dude.
Yeah, we said we were going to spend about 15 minutes chatting.
Yeah.
We were wrong again.
It's only been an hour and 20 recording.
Fucking hell. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching this latest catch up. I think we're going to do a few more of these from time to time because we just love showing off the zines that we get.
Yeah,
And
mine.
yeah, if sometimes we just don't have the time to like coordinate with a guest because Craig being in Japan and me in Canada, like there's a 13-hour time difference. So I'm in the evening and he's in the morning. If we try and interview someone that's say in the UK, like we're just kind of all over the map, right? So sometimes if we can't work having a guest into the show, we're just going to show off the zines that we love getting.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So thanks for your time, dude. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. As always, you know, do what you want to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know if any of these zines interest you. That you saw today, like any of the ones that we talked about. I think I got some really cool ones coming out. You can see
And if
these
you want your
reviews.
zine, if you want to show your zine off on here, find us on Instagram. My name is Ryan. There's underscores underneath everywhere. I don't know why I picked the worst Instagram handle ever. But yeah, find us on Instagram so that we can get your zines because we'd love to see them and show them off.
Yeah, I'm 5 o'clock zines.
Way better.
Uh-huh.
I just way better handle. It's so much easier.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's anyway. So yeah, find me. And if you want to check out my thoughts on these zines, then yeah, check out the handle and see the videos coming up. Thanks very much. Until next time. Don't forget all of the zines will be linked down below. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye.